Hello everyone, welcome to this class. We're going to talk about buzzers. What are buzzers? Buzzers are simply electronic components that displays or emits sound signals or sound waves. So it emits sounds that we can actually hear. So let's jump into our project. So when you open your Tinkercad uh, software, you click on create new circuit. Let's build a new circuit. Let's open up a new workspace for you where you can do your wiring and your coding. So first, you have to open or select your Arduino Uno, and then you have to drag in your breadboard small. Good. So now it's time for us to use the buzzer. So at the top corner, you can just search for buzzer, Buzzer. So buzzer, here you see something called a piezo speaker. So you can see the other buzzer projects here. You drag out our piezo speaker, you would discover that there are two pins, the positive and the negative pins on the piezo speaker. Okay, so for piezo, for the positive lead, we'll click inside on any of the empty holes, just like our LEDs, any of the empty holes on the same column with the positive. We click inside and then we drag a wire and then connect that to pin number 11 on the Arduino board. Connect that to pin number 11 and then you change the color of the wire to red because it's positive, or yellow or brown. So I'm going to use brown. Next will be for our negative. So any of the empty holes connected on the same column with the negative, I will click inside an empty hole, drag out the wire, then connect it to GND or ground. Then I will change the color of my wire to black, which signifies ground or negative in one of them. Okay, we are done with the wiring part of our project, so it's time for us to move into the coding aspect. We're going to write our code on basic C++ program. So first, we will need to create a variable which will hold the value of the pin number. So int it's with the variable name of buzzer, and we initialize a value called pin 11, which is the pin number we're using for projects. Now inside the void setup, we are going to call in a built-in function which is pin mode to identify the state of the pin we are using. So pin mode, inside the brackets we'll write in buzzer, which is the variable that stores the built-in this is a variable that stores the particular number of pin we're using. So buzzer, and then the other argument it takes in is output, because we are releasing sound, so that's output. So next, inside the void loop, inside the curly brace, we're going to call a function, a built-in function called tone. So this function has three arguments. The first argument being the pin number, the second argument being the frequency you want your tone to say, and then the last one is the time, how long do you want that tone to be audible. So you just type in tone, open brackets, close the statement semicolon. So inside your brackets, we use buzzer because buzzer is a variable that houses the pin number. Then comma, you type in the frequency, which is on which is 61161, which is 611 01017. So that's the frequency we're working with for the first tone. And then this frequency will last for 4 millisecond. That's 400 millisecond. So just type in 400. So next you call in another function instance. You put your semicolon and then you put your brackets and your function inside. So inside the brackets you type in buzzer again, then you type in the frequency 1. So that's the frequency. So next you will now specify how long it will stay. So this will stay for 8 millisecond or 0.8 seconds. So that will be 800 millisecond. So now the next one, which is tone, we're just trying to create a simple melody. Put in the buzzer variable inside, then type in the frequency. So if you observe, there are different frequencies in here we are using. So you can probably research the tone and then try to see what frequency, so you will know the kind of melody you create. So now the next is the time. So that would be for 800 milliseconds. Okay, which is just 8 seconds. Now lastly, for our last frequency, tone, open bracket, close bracket, close statement semicolon. Then you type in frequency, the pin number, buzzer, comma, then the frequency, which is in hertz. So 55 00 618. So this will last for 400 milliseconds. That's like 0.4 seconds. So it's really fast. All right, that's all for the tone. So just add a delay to just delay the program for a particular amount of time. So delay, open your brackets, then specify how long you want your delay to last. So this will just last for 500 milliseconds. Okay, so that's all for our code working with buzzers. So let me click on start simulation. If you're done with your code, just click on start simulation so to start running. So if you can hear, there's a little bit of buzzing sound happening on our project. So, and you see there's an effect as if it's saying something out loud. So it's just playing a basic melody. You might not really understand what it's saying because it's just a basic melody. You can now start creating different frequencies. The sequence of these frequencies will now create a music tone for you. So that's all for this video. In the next class, we'll be working with servo motor. So stay tuned for our next class. Bye bye.